All right. And welcome to the Rebel Republic. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. With me, as always, the voice of reason himself, my Robin to my Batman, Frank Cristiano.
Thank you.
Yes. And as always, he has just hit 1 million subscribers.
1 million.
1 million.
$1 million.
This is right here.
On his YouTube channel. He is the best content creator around. David Schuman, also known as Coach Schuman. He will make you laugh. He will make you cry. He will provide insight and analysis that you've never heard before. Very unique takes. Yeah. Anything you need to hear, you'll hear it from him first. He's so original. He's got the brain and the thought process of a genius. He's Jewish and Filipino. He does it all.
I'm not even Jewish.
Yeah, you're Jewish. You said you're Jewish. You're Jewish and Filipino.
I'm a born again Christian.
Oh, that's you were raised Jewish though.
No, my father is Jewish.
Oh, okay. Well,
See,
screw me.
All right. All up already.
Can you go back? Can you go back to the porno music, please?
No, okay. He's a born again Christian.
Frank would like that. I want to see Frank going on to that.
There it
is. Yeah.
Dave is the soothing director of sexual control of Rebel Republic.
Dave makes it all run so smooth. Then he can bring it when he needs to. I like when he brings it.
Unity Radio.
Dave is the Unity Radio.
If you want it hard and deep, Dave will give it to you hard and deep.
He is the surgeon of sexual healing.
Yeah, hard and deep.
See, I got some music there. I got some music for you.
I had a girl once say that to me. She said, I'll never forget this.
Said, get off of me.
No, quote unquote. She said,
no.
Don't be a gentleman. She said, don't be a gentleman. You got to go hard and deep to get me off.
Right.
And that's what she said. I've never heard that before or since.
This college or post college?
This was college. Yeah.
This was last night.
Good old UConn girls. They're good girls. Those girls.
They are.
She said you gotta go. You got to go hard and deep.
Also deaf and blind.
And also
blind.
So my friend Uwe, as her and I were in my room fornicating, Uwe just thought it was funny to come down to my room, open my door, and throw a cup of hot sauce on me. He filled a cup of Red Hot and he threw it on me as I was making sweet, sweet love to this field hockey player.
And burned her vagina to a crisp?
No.
Nice job.
He only threw it on me.
Oh, right.
He only threw it on me.
Of course. And she probably loved it.
Well, no, I always have to be on bottom. I can't be on top.
Oh, you were on bottom.
I'm always on bottom. I don't do top.
It's the sweet sounds of Steve Cully.
You know, that works in prison too. You'd be a hit in prison. I always do bottom, not top.
Well, no, if I was doing bottom, I'd be giving it.
As Steve Cully proceeds to
I'd be
prison,
on the bottom. Yeah.
He would love to ride bottom with his cellmate, JoJo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
JoJo the monkey boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a
JoJo,
I'm a pitcher. I'm a pitcher, baby.
JoJo penetrate. If you are on the bottom, you are not a fucking pitcher.
You are a catcher.
You are a catcher.
I can't be a catcher. I'm not on top. I got to be on the bottom, and you ride the horse.
If you are on the bottom,
you ride the bull.
Hey, you are a catcher. If you are on the bottom,
not with a female.
In prison, they do not put males and females together.
Oh, well, that's not what I'm
in prison
about.
You are the bottom.
No, I'm talking about now. I lay. I'm on the bottom, and you ride the Bronco. I'm the Bronco.
It's already derailed.
I bring the thunder.
Derailed.
Well, it's Rebel Republic, and we've won, so that's a big victory.
That's right. We got great people behind us.
Yeah, and I wanted to get your thoughts. Trump didn't get the AG that he initially wanted, and as Tyler correctly pointed out, the AG only had 3 years of experience being an attorney,
Yes.
which I had no idea. I don't know if you knew that. Tyler
From
knew
now
that.
on, when Tyler comes on, we have to put underneath this thing, it should say political consultant.
He's a political pundit. He is.
Political consultant. You know, they do that at Fox. It should say for him.
Right.
I don't know how he knew that. I don't know how he knew that, but he knew.
He definitely is obviously reading these things.
Well, yeah, he's into politics big time because he likes to argue with people, and he's in the most liberal state in the country, so it's fun for him. He loves it. He lives for it.
Well, so, I'm curious. Is Utica conservative?
Is Galini?
It is. We're in a Republican hub. We have an immigrant center here in Utica, so we do get a lot of immigrants in from around the world. Yeah. So our mayor is Democratic.
Oh, Galini is a Democrat.
I think Galini is a Democrat. Yeah.
Okay.
I this would be a conservative area. We don't rival Albany or Rochester or Syracuse or even Buffalo, where all those downtown conglomerates all are more of the liberal voting persuasion. You know, so definitely. So Utica. We got to realize, man. We have Utica has 45,000 people in it, and then there's outskirts cities and towns.
We don't. And then Utica's less.
No, about 45,000.
It's 45?
I think it's about 45.
Utica is the only city since 1950 to reduce half in population.
Oh my God. It was over 100. It was over 100,000 at one point.
That's why I said we're the only city in the country to reduce population since 1950.
Were there factories at one point there or something?
That's correct. That's correct. And once those closed up, then people had to move to find employment.
Yeah.
So, or they just blew out 3 walls in their house and created a pizzeria. Hey.
We're the only city in the United States to reduce its population in half since 1950.
Yeah, it's a tough run. And then after that, it's all, it's all woods. I mean, so you go north, you go east, you go west, you go south. You got a lot of rural areas. And man, you drive in those rural areas, it's like rural Pennsylvania too, right? And the Trump signs everywhere, American flags hanging,
And the peak of Utica was in like the 30s, I think.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No, not the 30s.
Did you ever watch the show
Boardwalk Empire? Billy? Yes. Yep.
Never seen that.
Yeah, it's on Showtime.
No.
Well,
I love Billions. I used to.
The AG's father in that. I mean the guy, not the AG, the head of the Southern District.
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, great actor. He's always trying to prosecute. What's the guy's name? The redhead guy.
The billionaire. Yeah,
the billionaire. That guy's a famous actor too. He was originally in that movie.
Damian Lewis.
What is his name?
Damian Lewis. His wife died.
He was originally the bad guy.
Bobby Axelrod. His name is
Bobby Axelrod.
Yeah.
Well, Damian Lewis was whatever his name is, was originally the bad guy in
Homeland.
Oh man, that show was fucking great. But yeah. So they're always the Paul Giamatti's father is always going upstate. Like he has like a big connection upstate.
Yes.
Remember that?
Well, he was supposed to win governor. He ran for governor,
right?
And he dropped out of the race because he wanted to get Axelrod.
So Dave, in the early 1900s, all the way through to about the 70s, early 80s.
No, that's not true.
That's just true. Any illegal contraband that would come through from New York City would pass through Utica.
Yes,
that's true. Then distribute itself its way up into Canada.
Correct.
Yeah. So Utica was a controlling hub.
Yeah.
For illegal contraband, anything being run from the city up north.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And there's a lot of bodies buried in the Adirondacks.
Probably.
Yeah.
Adirondacks.
I have a lake house up there. Frank hates the Adirondacks. I've invited him several times, and he turns me down.
Why don't you like it, Frank?
I'm an indoor guy.
He doesn't like the outdoors. He won't go.
I'm an indoor guy.
He won't go. They're lucky to get him to go on the Disney cruise.
Yeah. Well, the boat's big enough, so someone cleans my room. It's fantastic. Listen.
We have a lake house, Dave. It's got 8 bedrooms. We're right on the water. We got a beautiful party boat, and I can't get Frank.
No, I'm a Marriott guy or Hilton Inn or something like that. I need a hotel or a nice week vacation spot and all that. And then
you hate vacation.
Maybe I'll dip my feet in the water. I'm not a big vacation guy.
You hate vacation.
I like to work. I watch the Food Channel.
I know.
You like
the Food Channel. So Dave, the AG that ended up getting hired was a great choice, apparently, correct?
Yeah, it looks to seem that way.
Yeah.
I what I think is great about a lot of Trump's choices, and I think she's in the background here. Oh, there she is. She's kind of hiding in the back. She's hiding in the back, right there. She is, right there.
We're in there too, though. Are we in the cabinet?
Yeah. So we're in the cabinet.
Okay, good.
We're a political consultants.
I'm a consultant.
There you are. Yes. There's Frank's all the way to far. There is Frank. There I am.
Younger beard.
I'm a consultant.
Right there, and where's Cristiano?
Do I have the nuclear codes?
What?
Do I have the nuclear codes? Do they give them to me?
No, you don't have no nuclear codes.
I don't have those. But I am a consultant. I'm considered a consultant.
Yeah, you're a political consultant to the Trump.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Along with Tyler King.
How long do you think these decisions are going to affect the people at ground level of society? That's a question we have, Dave. How do you think the decisions that Trump's make so far are going to affect people who are on the ground level?
Depends on where you live. Homan is going to have if you live in Texas, California, Arizona, Homan is going to have a direct impact on you, and possibly New York City, and possibly some of those other places that are, we've talked about Aurora, Colorado, and what's the other one?
Wow.
The one in Ohio, Springfield, Ohio. I think that one's going to have an impact on some of those places. Let's go through it. Rubio, who is the Secretary of State. So
yep.
If you're looking to have someone that's going to start negotiating some of these things for Trump post Biden era, it's going to be Rubio who's going to be part of that process. And, as the Secretary of State, right? Let's see who else. Who do we got? Who we got here? Oh, Tulsi, the newest possible.
Yes.
There's Tulsi.
Yeah. Wow, she's a looker. Hey, good level art. Do you like me? I just want to know. Do you think I know what I'm talking about? Do you think I make good points? And do I entertain you? If you answer this, I will mail you $50. I'll Venmo you $50.
Listen, I think all these things are going to have an impact on society, because
right.
this is a huge change from policies of the Democrat Party to policies of the Republican Party. And in particular, I mean, honestly, like with most of these people are literally very well-known people.
I am very well-known. Yes, you're right.
In public life. Like, it is very different than what the Democrats were doing. And I think that's it. He basically got together. He asked most of the very best people in the Republican Party to try and come be a part of the administration.
Dave,
he's
good level art. He also wants to know how it's going to affect Asia and Eastern Europe at a geopolitical level and economics. That sounds like a very complicated question.
I can answer economics. Good
level art. That's above my pay grade. How's it going to affect? What is geopolitical?
That's
geographical.
What does geo mean? Geography, Steve.
Okay, I got that part.
Geopolitical and on a larger scale.
So Trump being in office is going to affect Europe on a geopolitical level?
Tariffs.
Oh, okay.
tariffs, United Nations diplomacy or non-diplomacy.
He wants everything made in house. Obviously, he doesn't want to have to go out.
Not everything's gonna be made in house, but you're gonna have tariffs to make the profits that overseas have not as great, which will give American companies, if they want to compete, the opportunity to compete, and and not have to close up shop, much like what maybe happened to Utica maybe back in the day.
Good Level Art says, thank you. I'm not American, but love the way you explained it. I'm Asian. Good Level Art, thank you for watching Rebel Republic. And please go to the Coach Schuman Sports and Entertainment channel and smash that subscribe button.
What you'll see,
subscribe.
You'll see more stability in the Asian region. I think right off the bat, you'll see more stability from China.
From China?
Yep. Because bottom line, they're going to have to figure out different ways to import product.
Okay.
To be able to sell it if the tariffs are higher. So maybe they just, like I said, keep the prices the same, lower the prices, whatever it is, take less profit, as Dave was saying last week.
Explain to me this
or also
deal.
Tariffs are in place.
No. I mean, if China sells goods in America, you're saying they have to pay a tariff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They will have to pay it.
They will have to pay it.
And that's how the U.S. #1 will benefit, not just income-wise, but will also benefit competition-wise for American companies.
Okay.
Now, granted, will product and things cost more? I don't think it's going to cost much more. You may see slight increases in certain things for a short while until pricing balances out.
Right.
But what you will see is you'll see better diplomacy on Taiwan. I think that is a big thing. That's a huge issue with China. I think it's been a confusing issue for the Biden administration,
right?
Because they on one hand, it's almost like when they said, what was it when they were saying to Putin? Remember, it was President Biden and then Vice President Harris. They said, "Well, what do you say to Putin about the war? If they were going to go into Ukraine?" They said, "Don't, just don't."
Yeah,
That's not solid diplomacy.
Well, that's not really anything.
Exactly.
I can tell anyone don't.
Exactly. So bottom line, the same thing has been happening with Taiwan. As of the last year and a half, China has been more active the oceans off the shores of Taiwan with vessels, with training maneuvers.
Why?
Because they want Taiwan. You don't know this?
To own it?
Yes. Taiwan...
They want to own Taiwan.
That is correct. It was
take it over.
It was part of the Chinese territory. Years back, and then they ended up
liberated
off. Right.
Yeah. So, I didn't know that.
So bottom line, I think you'll see more diplomacy now that will at least be stateful in purpose and be more truthful and more direct with China as far as intentions with Taiwan. I think you'll see North Korea. Right now, North Korea is sending troops to Russia.
Yes.
To intervene in Ukraine.
Yes.
I think you may see that end along with the entire war ending. I think once you see the Trump administration take over on the 20th, by the 21st or 22nd, you're going to see diplomacy work its wonders, and you're going to see that conflict probably come to a slow halt and then cease.
So I have one more question before there's something we have to get to with Dave. What is going to happen with Israel and Hamas?
For me?
Dave, are you there?
Is that me?
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen?
Am I frozen again?
You're frozen. Your picture's frozen. Yeah.
That's okay.
All right. I'll answer that and then I'll come out and come back in.
I'm just curious of what you think is going to happen with Israel and Hamas now with Trump coming in.
I think I think Hamas is gonna be forced to put down their arms, and I think that's going to be the end. I think I think Israel is going to be allowed to kind of finish it off, the process there, and then they're going to negotiate some sort of settlement. I think but not with Hamas. He's going to negotiate. They're probably going to look to get a person to represent the Palestinian people that is not part of Hamas, and then form something from that standpoint. I think then, and the same thing with Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine is going to get settled. I mean, they're already telling them to start thinking about that process. So that's
Right.
before he gets in. But let me come right back out, and I'll come right back in. So just you guys keep chatting.
Okay. No, I'll ask Frank. We have another question from Good Level Art. Good Level Art, we appreciate your interaction with us. We love answering questions. He wants to know, well, I think it's a he, how is opposition looking at current situation, and how is non-Trump voters, how are they looking at things now, including celebrities?
Well, currently, right now, the non-Trump voters are in a panic.
So you think they're in a full-on panic?
They're in a full-on panic. You can see it on social media. You can see it with groups that had organized pre-voting, pre-election, and now post-election, and they're lost because realistically, their party has no leadership. There's no one to fall back on.
Well, where there really isn't, right?
Right.
It's not like Kamala's going to run again.
Right. Well, and she was chosen as the best pick to run in 28.
Yeah.
Which is,
are you serious?
Yes. As of right now, she has the highest inkling to be able to run re-election in 28, which I think that's
who's that? Who does?
Kamala.
Right
now,
the
vote. Yep. Survey went out. They put 2 or 3 names out there, including Shapiro and including Jeffries. And bottom line, they come in the single percentiles. And then Kamala drew like 28 or 30%, somewhere in there, as far as who would rerun, who would run again.
Is that considered high?
Well, out of all other people that they're considering, she was ahead by 15, 18, almost 20 points. Right. So that's a party. That's an entire group of people that are lost. You have to remember, they're hanging on desperation right now because they were told they were going to win.
Yes.
Polls, pundits.
Well, it's the media was controlling it. They were lying.
News media.
They
right?
lied.
Exactly. Journalism, right? Journalists,
lied.
left and
all
right.
liars.
Right. So they were told without a doubt
nothing to worry about.
Was in the bag.
Yes.
Right. And so now they not only lost an election, and people, I see all these people online. They say, "Oh well, Trump only got 1.5% more votes than come." Trump won the popular vote, right?
Yeah, he got
and won the election
and something,
and won the
electoral vote.
He won the electoral vote without a doubt, but he won the popular vote.
Yeah,
last Republican to do that was Ronald Reagan. So exactly. So you have to realize right off the bat, it's difficult.
Bush didn't win the popular vote.
He did not. It is difficult for any Republican to win the popular vote because there are many more registered Democratic voters than Republican voters,
and they play the game better,
right? But the idea here is right now it's a resounding win.
Yes.
The entire blue wall
of
states all went red.
Yes.
So bottom line, the American public is begging,
for
please change it because we can't take more of this. Right. Yeah. So I think they're up in a panic right now. I think celebrities, they talked a good game.
Well, they paid a fortune for them, which blows my mind.
Well, they all these celebrities came out and talked a great game against the Republican Party, and against not just the Republican Party, against Donald Trump.
But you don't know if that's how they really felt, though.
That's how they really felt.
You do, without regardless of the money.
If you're if you're going to stick your neck out on the line, okay, and you're going to support either Harris or Trump,
you're right.
Right? You believe in that cause.
It's not worth the risk.
That's what the polls can't reach out, and that's what the Democrats don't understand too. There's so many more quiet Trump voters because they don't want the conflict. They don't want to hear the bullshit. They don't want to hear people running them up and down and making fun of them and telling them they're not democratic
because they don't talk about the issue.
They're not supporting them. They're not my rights are going to be gone. They don't hear it.
It's all personal insults.
Right.
So they don't talk about.
So many of those voters came out of the woodwork and went to vote this past election, and that really showed what the tone of the country is. But hey, I commend Ellen DeGeneres. I commend Sofia Vergara. Yep, okay. They've already gone to England. Granted, that may be just for an extended vacation.
What do you mean gone to England?
Well, they said they would leave. They said they would leave the country if Trump won. And
Ellen left. Yeah.
Ellen and Portia.
You mean like left for good?
Yeah. But it's easy to leave when you're a multimillionaire.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's easy to leave. Is
it the same like immigration process? If I want to go immigrate to England,
they already had a cottage in England anyway. So it doesn't matter. But bottom line is,
Sofia Vergara left.
If I'm correct, I hope I'm correct. Yes, that's not the. She wasn't from Modern Family. Was she? That's the girl from Modern Family.
Yeah, it's Modern Family girl.
Then that's not her. It was somebody else. Oh, Ava Longoria. I apologize.
Oh, Eva Longoria.
I got the Hispanics.
Okay.
They all look alike. Right? It's a typical white racist. So bottom line, Ava Longoria, she was the one. She left. She's in England as well right now.
Wow.
Those are the only two I've heard, and I'm waiting for a cavalcade of entertainment people to leave because they all said they were going to go.
Yep, they did.
Right, but I think they'll have to stay because bottom line.
Well, this is where they have to make their money.
No. The P. Diddy trial is coming up. They have to stay.
Oh, because of the freakouts.
No, because they're going to be called to be. They're going to be called to the stand.
Yeah, Dave. So this is what you had wanted to discuss, and now that we have Frank, you said the videos about the January 6th alleged insurrection turned out to be blatantly false.
Yeah. There's a good amount of it that shows that a lot of the activity was really, they're getting escorted into the different areas by the police, the Capitol Police. It's not like they're forcing their way over those people. Now, there was areas of escalation that happened, but I believe that it was the Capitol Police that escalated it, not them. And they could have easily stopped them from going in, but they let them go in. There's video that showed.
Yes.
So, it doesn't show them being rowdy. It shows them basically like USA kind of deal. Very, very different than what was being told. And
there was like a war, a militia.
The FBI had planted insurgents in there as well. Listen, I'm not saying, like you said, there were pockets of small chaos there, which I understand that's going to happen. But bottom line, are they there to first of all, you're telling me that they think they can overthrow the government by just walking into the White House and flipping over some tables? It's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, it's impossible.
Yes.
So now, were they there because they were upset? Yes. Were they there to try to voice their opinion to Congress members?
Well, they wanted to stop the electoral.
Yes. Well, yes, but bottom line, they were there to voice their displeasure with Congress.
Right.
Okay. And the problem with Congress is they hid their tail between their legs and they ran for cover.
Yes.
Okay. Instead of coming out
behind their desks.
Instead of coming out, a couple of guys or Nancy Pelosi should have came out and should have said, "Hey, listen, I'll talk to all of you outside right now, or we'll straighten this out or whatever you want. But bottom line, we're not going to do it here." They could have done that.
Yes.
And they could. I'm not saying, listen, again, things expanded way too fast. And it looked bad all the way around for every party involved.
Well, right? it escalated pretty fast. Yeah.
But bottom line, if anybody thinks that group of people there were going to all of a sudden control the government by being in the White House,
they had no plan.
They're incorrect.
Yeah,
exactly. No. They had no weapons. They had no plan. Okay. Yeah. So I think that it's overblown because that's what
they wanted to use against
the left have to. Right, they have to use it. Look at all
this stuff. He got impeached because
look at all the stuff they weaponized to try to put this guy down.
Oh, they've done everything.
Every a lawsuit case that they could do from Florida to Georgia to New York. Right,
to keep
every
keep
DA,
them off the ballots.
every DA that they could get in their pocket, they had in their pocket to do their dirty work. And you can't tell me it's not, because now everything's being retracted.
Yeah.
Because why? Because now he's going to be president, and the immunity thing may cover him and all this. But bottom line is this: everything got weaponized against this guy.
They made him a martyr.
This guy took a bullet.
Yeah.
Okay. And they still couldn't put him down.
Yep.
So bottom line, there's something. I'm not saying I don't believe in the whole spiritual thing, but bottom line, there's something there that is floating this man to be able to hold this position in the world and to be able to right some wrongs. Because if you're out there right now, and whether let's say you're a Democrat and you don't like Trump, you can't tell me everything is peachy.
Oh no,
you can't. If you have a lot of money and you're set in life, you can tell me that. But if you're the average person making 60 grand a year, 55, 60 grand a year, whatever the average is, 70 grand a year, whatever it may be, if you're there and you're sitting and you're making that kind of money, and you think you're better off than you were 4 years ago, you're not. And so that's the difference. So people, they can't understand
that. Dave, Good Level Art, he's doing a great job interacting with us. Good Level Art, you're the fan of the week. You get a $50 Venmo. Just let us know your hashtag. He's curious about the Hollywood actors. I don't, by the way, good level art. I don't know if you're a he or a she. I apologize on that. I'm non-binary, by the way, just so you know. The actors, they left the country, but would they still be working in Hollywood movies? Also American movies, right? So it's basically confused on how these actors could leave the country and still work on Hollywood pictures. Which I say the same
I haven't
thing.
seen Ellen DeGeneres in anything in 20 years. Ava Longoria.
Well, we don't know who else left. Maybe Tom Cruise left.
Listen, not many of them are leaving. Okay. They talk a big game.
It's all talk.
They think they have a big influence.
Beyonce's
on
not
people.
leaving.
Remember when Taylor Swift came out and supported Kamala Harris, and everyone thought, "Oh my God, it's over." It's over for
the Swifties. She's got the
millions.
Swifties.
Millions are lining up to vote against Donald Trump. How did that work out?
Yeah, the Swifties.
As many Swifties would vote for Harris because she said to vote for Harris, there were probably just as many mothers, daughters who were brought up a little more conservative that don't let fame override their beliefs.
Oh, of course.
That's it.
Of course. I mean, you can't. People have to be able to think for themselves. And I firmly believe that you should have to pass a test to be able to vote, because there's so much ignorance out there on the issues about what's going on. If you don't know, you shouldn't be able to vote. I really believe that. No one's with me here. I don't get a second on that, Diana.
Thank you.
Not really.
Well, how can you let someone who knows nothing go in there and vote? You don't know their policy on inflation, immigration, the economy, the border.
To many people in this country, that doesn't matter.
Okay,
so my father.
Taxes matter.
No. My father's a perfect example. 90 years old, American citizen, came over from Italy.
Yeah,
right. Got his citizenship after 11 years.
Yes. Sliced meat.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't care about policy.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, he just wants the person that's conservative.
That's going to put the more money.
That's it. He's the guy. He wants the guy that says, "I want police, good for police, good for firemen, good for safety in the streets. Put the criminals away.
Yeah.
Stop looting and burning. Right.
And taxes.
And keep the immigrant." And he was an immigrant. But keep the immigrants and let them come through on the right way.
Yes.
Right. And more money for everybody.
Yes.
He wants everybody to make more money.
Yes.
Capitalism at its finest.
Yes.
So my dad doesn't need to know
less government,
basic policy. He just needs to know right from wrong.
Right.
If with his beliefs, if he's looking at that person gives him the beliefs that he believes, that's who he's going to vote for.
Dave, what about you? I mean, it just seems like a majority of people that vote don't know enough about the issues, don't know the candidates, don't know the candidates' stance on a lot of the issues.
Well, I'm not sure whether they do or don't. I mean, I'm not in everybody's individual homes, so it's.
Well, I am. I know the truth. I'm just.
I think that I like to think that they're much more educated this election around because Trump won. So,
well, the more educated people voted for Kamala.
No. I didn't say more educated as far as degrees. I mean, educated on politics. And what's happening in society, So, no, the people who have degrees overwhelmingly probably vote still for.
She did. People with college degrees voted for Kamala. She, by far, had the majority of college graduates.
Shows you how dumb they are. And I have a master's degree, by the way. So
I know you're smarter than all of us. I know, Dave. I know. Thank you.
I should be teaching history at UConn.
I know, Dave. I know. You teach me every day. You teach me something new every day. You should be proud of that.
Sports are getting boring.
I'm gonna have to pay you, and I'm gonna be your apprentice. You're gonna have an apprenticeship with me.
You'll be the first one to get fired.
He can't fire me.
You're fired.
Fired.
Oh, good level art. He's
back.
He's back.
Okay. Do you think that all those anti-Trump propaganda will be played again by the media like they did last time when Trump was in power?
Right. I don't know if the anti-Trump propaganda that they use this time will. All they're going to do right now is they're going to use new propaganda.
New propaganda.
Well, you have a whole bunch of confirmations that have to happen right now for his cabinet.
Okay.
So bottom line, each one of these are going to bring out open up a can of worms, right?
Well,
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but how do they get approved? Doesn't he? It's just his decision, isn't it?
No.
Oh, they have to be voted on?
It's the Senate hearing process.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So bottom line, there's a lot
but
of
we control the Senate.
Correct.
Correct. But you know what? If Matt Gaetz was still there as a candidate, as an appointee,
right?
There's 3 or 4 senators, like Dave said last week. There's 3 or 4, Murkowski and Collins and what's his name? And Romney. They probably would not approve Gaetz. So there's a lot that has to go through, and there's a lot that the liberal, the media especially can pick and choose now. They can bring it. Look what they're doing with Hegseth. Hegseth has a sealed payment from a case that was never brought to court. They agreed on a hush settlement payment, but he absolves himself from any guilt on that. And now Hegseth's lawyer says that he wants the sealed court case to be opened because bottom line, it will show that the woman actually who accuses Pete actually did the same thing to another male gentleman.
Oh,
so
wow.
They're trying to show this is, and who knows? Listen,
and they're trying to go after Tulsi now.
Absolutely, she's a because she went to see Assad in Syria, and she's a Russian propagandist or Russian sympathizer. See, the thing is, right now, they're scared. They're scared. You know why they're scared, Dave? Bottom line, Trump on the second time around learned the guy's not dumb. The first time around, he had to choose people right away. He knew nothing about politics. He chose a lot of bad people, and what I mean by bad people is this: a lot of people who second question what you're trying to get accomplished.
Second guessed.
No, not second guess. Second question. You know why? Because they're questioning over and over and over what the president's actions are doing, and they're coming up with all these little things. Who was the guy? Vindman, right? Or Vindman, the general who overheard in the hallway a phone conversation with Trump and someone else, and Trump said this and Trump said that. All hearsay, all bullshit, all reneged. Bottom line, a lot of people that he picked in his administration were an ointment, an irritation to what he was trying to do. You know why? Because they're not used to someone doing it the way he does it. They're looking at him in astonishment, like, why is this guy? This guy's crazy. He's crazy. Second time around, what does Trump do? He's picked loyalists. I think everyone that he's picked right now, no one would turn on him.
Yeah,
and no one would leak things to the press, and no one would write a hush money book, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now he's lining himself up with people that are going to allow him to be successful in what he does.
And he really doesn't have a ton of time. I mean, 4 years goes fast. He doesn't have an opportunity for 8 years.
Well, J.D. Vance will be his 8 years.
We hope. We hope.
Well, I mean, if things are He again, he's not dumb. Okay, these people keep saying this guy's not smart. He's smart. If you lower energy costs across the board, pricing will come down on everything across the board.
Right.
That is how you beat inflation.
Right.
If that's the only thing he gets accomplished, he'll get border security. Forget about that. If that's the only thing he gets accomplished is people have more money in their pockets because everything costs less, it's a win-win. The next Republican will be president.
So you think that there's a chance that we could see back-to-back Republicans?
There's a chance you can see 12 years of Republicans. Okay. There's a chance you can see 12 years of Republican leadership.
12 years.
4 of Trump and 8 of J.D. Vance.
And you think J.D. Vance has a better chance than DeSantis?
Oh, without a doubt. He's already there. He's already there.
He's already in the building.
He's the vice president-elect. So, I mean, bottom line, once he gets into the building, he's there.
What about you, Dave? Do you think J.D. Vance is obviously next in line for the Republicans?
I think if everything goes well, there'll be a great chance that could happen. But there is a deep pool that's forming of possible Republican candidates. I also think that on the media side, I don't know if you've seen some of the interesting things, but Elon is considering buying MSNBC.
You know what? He can buy whatever he wants.
Yep.
You're damn right he can. You're damn right he can.
I had what's her name there? Rachel Maddow was in tears when they posted that little clip. They actually put it on there that right on MSNBC's the news site. They put it right on, and she was doing her show right at the end of the show, and she was crying. She was
crying because Elon Musk is going to buy MSNBC.
Absolutely.
Why would that be bad for MSNBC?
Because he would probably force her to say that she's a man.
Rachel Maddow? She's not.
I don't know.
No, she's not.
She doesn't want to lose her job.
Oh, well,
she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be censored like they have been censoring information to the American public for the last 4 years.
Oh, well, I think she'd get hired by someone.
And did you also see Alex Jones? So, Alex Jones, they're forcing him to declare bankruptcy, and Elon Musk is blocking their attempts to auction off his Twitter accounts, Alex Jones's Twitter accounts.
Okay, I don't know who Alex Jones is. Can you tell me that?
He's conservative, but I would say he's more of like a more of along the lines of bringing conspiracies to light. Yes.
He doesn't know who Alex Jones is. Dave,
I don't.
Dave, could you cue the porno music again, please?
No, absolutely. No, I'm serious. I don't know who Alex Jones is.
No, you're the host of a conservative talk show.
I'm not really the host.
Yeah, you are. You're the best host of the podcast universe.
I'm the
now coming to the stage. Alex Jones, along with his buddy Steve Cully.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones, who has just lost his entire fortune.
So is he like 9/11 didn't happen, or
he was actually
Sandy Hook didn't happen?
Sandy Hook. He was actually
he was one of those. Okay.
He thought Sandy Hook was a conspiracy that actually
wow.
No kid passed. I mean, literally, that's what ruined the man. The man had he was good before. The guy had the world by the balls. I mean, the guy had the world by the balls.
Oh, we got more comments. Okay.
You went one step too far with that.
Yeah, you can't.
You guys look like you were before the 90s.
Don't go after the children.
Would love to know how things and problems have changed to politics from then to now, and also what government needs to work at ground level for common level. And Good Level Art is explaining to me Alex Jones is an ex-journalist. Good Level Art, thank you. But you still haven't answered my question. Do you like me, and do I make good points? That's what I want to know, and I'm sending you $50 if you answer correctly.
Dave, you know what you got to do. Cue the music up again.
No, he's asking.
Now coming to the stage, Steve Cully and something art.
So he said we look like we're before the 90s.
Stage 3, it's Star with Steve Cully.
Up next, after Steve Cully, is Jasmine.
Losing the News is the book
Put your hands together,
was written by Alex Jones. Okay, that's what Good Level Art says. But he wants to know how things have changed before the 90s till now, and what problems have changed in politics from then to now, and also what government what government needs to get to work on at the ground level for common level.
I mean, that could be its own podcast. Itself. But I could start with this for you. I could start with
the border, the economy, inflation. That's all changed.
There you go. But you just nailed it. Steve, you nailed it.
See, I made a point. I get a point because I made one. You don't have to play the music.
I was going to say, cue the music, Dave. Steve Cully right now with the point of the night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Rub your fingers together along the brain waves of your host,
inflation,
Steve Cully.
The economy, The border. That's all changed.
Here's what's changed. Here's what's changed. Information.
Oh,
in the 80s, 90s, you'd have NBC, ABC, and CBS,
and newspapers. Right. The bottom line, that's where you're getting your stream information from. But the information was limited. The information was only what they wanted to give you because they needed to control. So action. You think they controlled it more back then?
Absolutely.
Oh,
because there's less of it out there. I mean, you can only trust what you can see and read. And bottom line, there wasn't much of it out there. Now,
hi, Casey Browning yourself. Casey Browning, I love you.
Here's the thing. Now.
Yes.
There's even more information.
Correct.
They're trying to control you even at a higher level.
Correct.
But you have the ability to search and find information that is relevant.
Yep.
And I think that's
right. But the search engine optimization, the SEO stuff still comes up. You can still see crap that people pay for.
There's others that you can at least follow, read, listen to, whatever you may have to at least get a wider scope of what's going on in the political world. Exactly.
Okay.
Rumble. There's places like Rumble, which is probably
I like Rumble.
Yeah.
Rumble's like YouTube.
Right.
You could show this live on Rumble.
You could. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess Rumble pays, but I don't know how to get views on Rumble yet. So
I do.
You do? How?
Well, I told you, my blogger, Turtle Boy, who I asked you to look up. Turtle Boy does his podcast on Rumble as well, and he gets paid by Rumble. Yeah, because YouTube blocked him from monetizing it, so he had to create Turtle Chat, and that's the only way he gets paid. And you have to send him a Cash App.
Now coming to the stage, Turtle Boy.
Put your Cash App numbers in now for Turtle Boy.
I'm wearing my free Turtle Boy sweatshirt.
Free Turtle Boy.
Aiden Carney, Turtle Boy, my favorite. He's my hero.
Remember to send your spare change to Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy is the
now entering
#1
Jail Cell 1 with Steve Cully. Turtle Boy.
Well, he's out of jail now. You listen, Turtle Boy is the greatest blogger in New England. And he is on several documentaries. He was on Dateline 2 weeks ago. He was on.
Was he really?
2020. Yes, because you don't know the case. The Karen Reed case is one of the most popular cases in the country, and Turtle Boy was a big part of it. He exposed a lot of corruption that was going on. So that's why I became a fan. Well, actually, I became a fan before that, but reading his news. That's why I said Google him and read some of his news. He's a super conservative blogger, and since I started reading his news, that kind of turned me conservative.
Ladies and gentlemen, on stage number 3, put your hands together, please, for the one and only Bottom Boy.
No,
Bottom Boy,
no,
and Turtle Boy will create a boy. That's
Dave.
Right.
Do you want to know why Turtle Boy's called Turtle Boy? Google the famous Worcester statue.
I've seen it. I looked it up. I did look it up.
And you remember what it was?
Turtle something.
It looked like a man banging a turtle.
Oh, okay.
That's what Worcester's known for. The famous Worcester statue. So he calls himself Turtle Boy in honor of the statue.
I don't know what's going on tonight.
Massachusetts. By the way, do you know what?
You got to play this music every show. Every show.
Good level art. Yes, I agreed with most of your points. You have got great communication skills and are very easy to understand.
He's not talking about you.
Understand to the common person.
Our chat bot.
He said, I don't need money. Thanks, Mr. Orange Hoodie. Good level art. I appreciate it. Thank you for not taking my money. I gladly would have sent it to you because you said I have great communication skills. I have much better communication skills than Dave or Frank, just so you know. And I do like being on the bottom, but I'm a pitcher. I'm not a catcher. I swear.
He's a bottom boy.
I pitch. I don't catch.
Ah, yes, the phenomenon.
But I mean,
Steve Bottom Boy Cully.
He's saying, what does the government need to work on at the ground level?
They need to trim the fat.
So the fat.
I like where it's going. I hope it goes in the right direction.
Trim the fat.
There is right, exactly. So there
the
there are
programs
an excess,
you were talking about the $3 trillion you mentioned.
Well, there's an excess of government employees that do nothing.
Yeah,
there's an excess of government budgeting that does nothing.
Yes, that's what
there's excess. All we are is excess. People are
we create programs to create programs.
As mosquitoes feed off of blood in the Congo. Okay, there are many Americans that are feeding off the blood of the government budget.
Well, of course,
and that should not happen.
Well, if they did, then they die. They die.
Local government does, and I think I was about to say Turtle Boy, but feeding the arts, or I mean, what is it? The arts, the good level art. So I think part of it, obviously, you still have a local government level that has much more direct effect,
power.
Well, more direct effect on you on every day. But if migrants move into your hometown, then the federal government decisions have an impact on you.
Hugely.
Inflation has an impact. Allowing people to sell goods and products from overseas without any real tariff has an impact on your your local daily life. So I think that's a good part about it. By the way, the audio. The name of the audio is called "Feeding the Ducks."
Oh, all right. I like feeding ducks.
That music you're playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's feeding ducks.
Feeding the ducks.
It's called "Feeding the Ducks."
Yeah, I'd like to ask,
feed them ducks.
Good level art. What part of Asia are you from? Is it like Thailand?
Well, he called me Mr. Orange Hoodie.
I hope it's Thailand because Steve, as a bottom boy, loves Bangkok. Yeah. No, didn't get that. Thailand,
Bangkok,
Thailand.
What am I gonna do with cock?
Thailand.
As a bottom boy, you know what to do with that. Come on.
I don't want to.
Come on.
No, I don't.
You come out as a cis trans binary.
I'm non-binary.
No,
I can bang a tree for all I care.
You are not.
Steve, non-binary. They're looking forward to you taking one of those rooms in Bangkok. Thailand.
Well, I went. Oh,
not that there's anything wrong with it.
I'm all for it.
Frank and David look like those economics professors that you see on news at night talking about geopolitics, war, but love it.
Actually,
how come I don't look like a professor? I want to be. Well,
actually, we've been talking gay prison sex right now because you're the bottom guy.
I don't want to be. First of all, I've never been on top. I am always bottom.
Then
I'm the bronze.
You just outed yourself.
Yes, but it's
97.9 Unity Radio.
It's not with men.
It's where we bring top and bottom together.
It's with women.
Unity.
I am on the bottom with women.
Ernie.
It's not just conservative versus liberal. It's top versus bottom.
Top versus bottom.
Well, no, it's pitcher versus catcher too. But
yeah,
I don't think being on the bottom signifies anything wrong.
Oh no, it's not wrong. It's right. It's right. It's right for some people.
You're telling me you're on top, Frank? You go on top?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
Dave, you don't go on top. Come on.
Of course I do.
Really?
Of course.
It's too much work. You got to hold yourself up. It's a lot of pressure. No, that's why. I bring the thunder when I'm on the bottom. Oh, like I pound it. I go.
You're like the mother of all bombs, Moab.
No,
hey, listen, Dave. Back to politics. What appointee do you think will not get in? If you have to pick one person.
Oh, there's someone who won't get in.
That will not get in. If you had to pick one, I'm not saying none of them will get in, but if you had to pick one that you think would have a failure in the Senate confirmation hearings, which one would you pick?
Has this happened before?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think there's two people that could have a little difficulty. I think Hegseth or Tulsi could have a little bit of difficulty.
Yeah, it seems the heat and the fire is going there right now. I still think Hegseth is a lock. I'm not worried about that. Tulsi Gabbard is the one that just confuses me. I mean, here's a military.
I thought you guys both loved her.
She's still active.
We do. We're saying
over. I do.
Yeah. We're saying who possibly, if someone wasn't going to get appointed, who out of all these people,
would it be right?
Who could it be? I mean, right now those are the I don't know,
top ones.
Yeah, and I think you know what, having a ton of experience in the department that you are being nominated for sometimes is overrated. So bottom line, if you are a business person and you're coming in, you can adapt to any department. Now, granted, there's more ins and outs than you think, but if you look at Biden's appointees, some of these people that have been appointed aren't associated with their department that they're in whatsoever. They're totally coming from a 180 background from what they've been appointed to. So, and no one questioned that. But they're going to question along the way with Trump because they hate Trump.
What's the protocol if they're denied by the
you'd have to reappoint someone else.
Oh, so there's no appeal process or anything?
No.
They're done.
Yeah, right.
He has to go to somebody else.
Correct.
So do you know when the last time this happened that someone was appointed and didn't get in? Did it happen?
Yes. It was Merrick Garland was one. That's as a Supreme Court judge.
Okay.
So it wasn't like it was an administrative person. It was under the Obama administration.
Oh, wow.
Right. Okay. But that was a great ploy by the Republicans. Anyways, they were just stalling and biding their time to try to get their guys in. So it was so late in the term. It was right before the elections, and so I think that's a great ploy by them.
Good Level Art has one last question. I know he has to go, and we do as well. But this is my final question to you. Farmers are facing a lot of issues after the rise of capitalism. So can you suggest on things what government should work on so that it benefits farmers and farm production? That's not a bad question.
Well, I mean, if it's okay if I take it, I think right off the bat, people are worried that the tariffs are going to hurt farmers.
Yes.
Bottom line, you'll see government subsidies balance out.
Well, they're going to give them more money, right?
They'll dole out more money to farms,
right,
to be able to offset any pain they may feel by a tariff that's been implemented, across other nations. So I think that would help. I think, granted, better fuel costs, right? Better energy costs for them would help farmers. Also, here's the problem: is immigration. If we don't get the correct immigrants in, it's difficult for these farmers to do work. So I think that the paperwork process has to be sped up for the immigrants that are respected immigrants, that are well-rounded immigrants that would help this country, instead of just letting everybody in. But I think that immigrant issue is big too, because they need help on those farms to be able to maintain and run them. So yeah, I think those are a couple things right off the bat that could help.
Good Level Art. I'm glad that you found our channel accidentally. Please hit the subscribe button. We're on every Tuesday night at 9:00 live, and we are also on 97.9 Unity Radio FM in Worcester, Massachusetts, which I don't think you're from, but we're there too. So we loved your questions and interaction with you tonight. I'm glad that you like my orange hoodie, and I'm non-binary, so it was a pleasure to have you. And happy Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you, Good Level Art. And yeah, I like it on the bottom.
He's from Asia. I don't think he has Thanksgiving.
Oh, what do they do? What do they do then?
Happy Chinese New Year.
What do they do for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is American. Don't you know your history?
Well, he obviously lives in America, so what does he do on Thanksgiving?
I thought he said he was in Asia.
He said he's Asian. He didn't say he was from Asia.
I thought he was from Asia.
No.
My apologies, Art, quickly send back a response right now. Where are you located right now? I don't need an address, just like a.
He may have.
Oh yeah, he is. You're right. He's Asian, not in Asia.
Yes. Yeah, he said
Utica.
There's a book he wants you to read. Book Inside CIA by Ronald Kessler. Read it. I am he, and he's a straight man. Okay.
All right.
He,
him. You identify you as he, him. Thank you.
Good level art. Thank you. No, I'm non-binary. I just want to.
Oh, stop it.
So why can't I be non-binary? Why is that so wrong? I am. I'm non-binary. I'm non-binary.
I'm not buying it either.
I'm non-binary, and I'm proud to say it.
Good Lord.
Why are you gonna hate on me?
You're ones and zeros.
You're shaming me for being non-binary. I don't appreciate it.
You know, I was in the early '90s. I was at the Cheetah Club in Atlanta, and they had 3 stages and a buffet.
Is that like the Gold Club?
Yeah, unreal. The Gold Club I was there too.
Yeah, the Gold Club's great too. Gold Club's
Yeah.
legit.
Yep.
The Gold Club's legit. Okay.
I mean, they don't have the ducks feeding music, but I mean,
no. Dave's got the top production value.
Yeah. So listen, this has been a slow week in politics. We're just waiting the countdown to get to January.
This 20th. Wasn't slow. I hope we got a lot of work done.
Now I hope
this episode.
I hope that
other than making fun of my sexuality,
I hope TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, doesn't endanger our president elect. Because I always worry there's some nutbag before the 20th that's going to take another pop shot at him.
Well, I think they're going to try to poison him. I think the guns are off. I think they're going to put something in his food. I think like the Kings you used to see, they'd have taste testers.
Yeah.
I think they have to do that with him.
Taste testers?
I worry.
It may be a job for you, Steve.
Well, I don't
know
want
what my favorite club was back in the day? In New Orleans, they had Rick's Cabaret. Ever been there?
No, I haven't been there. Rick's Cabaret.
Well, I know what's. Well, I now know what's what. Thanksgiving is saw in movies. Turkey. I stay in Asia.
See, we were right. Me and Frank were right.
Oh, okay.
He's in Asia.
Oh, fuck. All right. Screw me.
Come on.
I don't know. Thank you, Good Level Art. Thank you, Good Level Art.
Good Level Art.
Good Level Art. Tuesdays, 9:00. Join us every time. You can ask.
We're international now. We're international.
Yeah, we are.
Policy.
Yeah, we're making policy, and we're changing people one at a time, even if it's Good Level Art. And
we are changing people's opinions one person at a time. That's what we're doing. We're taking one viewer at a time, and we're going to change that opinion, and that will magnify. It will spread.
It is spread. Wildfire. It is spread. It is spreading like wildfire. So, another banner episode of Rebel Republic.
It's over. How is it over?
How's it over? Well, we only get an hour.
Just getting started. Well, pull your credit card out and pay for another hour, will you? Come on.
I don't pay for it.
What do you mean I pay for it?
97.9
They pay for it. I even
bringing the top and bottom together in political talk.
Fusion.
Top and bottom.
I'm
the
ducks.
Well,
it's called feeding the ducks.
I like being on the bottom. I want to be the Bronco.
When life gives you lemonades.
No, it's lemons, but that's okay.
When life gives you lemons.
Okay.
Take your 2 oranges and run to the bottom.
Run to the bottom. Just shove.
Cup your oranges and go to the bottom.
Yeah.
Grab 2 oranges and
That's right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home and find 2 oranges tonight and shove them right up my ass. I can't wait.
There you go. That's called the bottom.
All right. Well, for the self-proclaimed voice of reason,
absolutely,
Frank Cristiano and his
can't
amazing
be over.
points.
Is there Ernie coming on the show ever? Is there really an Ernie?
Yes, there is.
I mean, besides on Sesame Street,
is he going to come on this show after listening to that episode? I don't know.
Sure, he would.
Okay.
Well, where does he get quality entertainment like this? Come on.
Yeah, I know, and he loves smooth groove. So you're right. Dave's playing his music.
That was Ducky Jazz.
Dave was playing the music Ernie loved.
It's some jazz music.
Yeah,
right.
That's what he does.
Right.
So
we can listen. We'll bring him on.
You guys got to get international. You guys doing fine. Just read books, bring statistics. More found it interesting. Good day, guys. We'll try to get more statistics for you, Good Level Art. And thank you for watching the Rebel Republic, because we are rebels and we are a republic. and we appreciate your support. Just remember that.
Peace out, Art.
All right. So for the voice of reason, Frank Cristiano.
Yo.
1 million subscribers. Coach
1
Schuman.
million subscribers.
Coach Schuman, sports and entertainment. Boy, he entertains you
Bring
one way
it
or
on,
another.
baby. Bring on the pot.
Whatever he has to do, he will entertain
Get
you.
the shorts going. Get the shorts.
Lots of shorts and reels.
Dave gets in your shorts like no other person.
Lots of shorts and reels, baby.
Yes.
He brings it hard.
1 million times.
Over
and over and over again.
Subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
Take your index finger and press the button.
I think it's going to get demonetized.
Smash it.
I know.
Smash it.
$2.
Smash it as hard as you can.
Smash that button.
Just got to smash it.
Find the little man in the boat and smash it.
Yeah.
Smash that button.
Yeah, don't put on your raincoat. Just smash it. Just do it. Just do it.
Can we bring Ernie on, please, with his panel? I want a liberal panel versus a conservative panel on Rebel Republic.
I'll work on it.
Come on.
Okay. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And Coach Schuman, you're the man. Thank you. This has been Rebel Republic on 97.9 FM Unity Radio.
Awful.
Remember, I hit the wrong button. Dave's got to do it. I keep thinking I got to sign off. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges and throw them back at life. I got to